This
Jennifer
conference will now be recorded.
Pam, Jennifer and I will be really happy to go through Greener Lent with any of your staff that
Okay.
want a quick dive outside of this meeting. We're always available to do
Okay.
a show and tell.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just start with the first is parish confirmation. So I'll start because I'm at St. Patrick, but we are confirmed. Immaculate Conception said they were definitely going to do it. Obviously St. Luke built the program. So
so we have a new Monsignor, and I've written to him.
You do? Yeah, good point.
Right. So he has no idea. It's like it's brand new to him too. He has no idea. So I've written to him, and it's like having a brand new parish. He doesn't really even know Jennifer or me or anything about it. So we're just in the very initial
So we've
stage.
reached out to him, at least, to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
And but we're still, like I said, it's a brand new parish. So
I hear what you're saying, and every pastor has whatever priorities. So yeah.
Correct.
Right. So we're not sure if, with the transition, I'm not sure if he wants to take, if he's really prepared to take this on or not. So it's completely unknown.
Okay, well, we'll cross that hurdle when we get there. I'll leave you unhighlighted for now, but Holy Name of Jesus Cathedral, I don't think we have anybody representing. Again, I can't see Barbara not doing this. They do so much care for creation stuff. The only reason she may not do it is maybe it doesn't have enough stuff, I think.
Okay.
So I can't see her not. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, so I was in the process of reaching out to 5 parishes this week, and Holy Name of Jesus, and I saw Barbara's name. Would it be helpful if I reached out to her? I needed some guidance as to what to do about that this week.
Yeah, maybe that sounds like something maybe you asked me to do last week.
Okay, but I will be glad. I mean, if it helps, I'll be glad to do it.
Yeah, I'll send you. I mean, she's very extremely responsive. Like if I send her a note right now, she'll probably respond before the end of this meeting. But
okay,
I'll put you in a Jennifer at Greener Lent, and I'll do it as somebody else goes. But I'll put her on a CC line so you can contact her.
Okay.
Okay. How about St. Francis? Let's finish this real quick, and then I got another question for you, Jennifer. But
okay.
Pam, do you think you guys are on board? I think you are.
Well, excuse my whatever, but I have to ask a really stupid question to start with. What is it we are doing? I mean,
we'll tell you later. You got to agree first, and then we'll tell you what it's all about. St. Francis is going to donate $100,000 to everybody else. Pam said yes.
My impression when I read last week's slides is that you're coming up with kind of a program that we can just kind of take and use.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll push off parish confirmation to 23 October. So I'll just fill that in. Well, real quick, while I'm going down the list, Bob, did you have any parish? Did you guys? Are you guys a definite?
Only if you take one of the O's out of more.
Yes.
Oh yeah, really? I got to do more. You want more?
Yes, there you go.
Well, we took it out of your name.
I'll tell you what's going on.
We're going to add it to Weichert though.
Yeah, that's right. I took it out of your name, Bob. So
Everything about this is hard for us, apparently. All right, Mary Ellen McGuire, our Faith and Justice Minister, she should have introduced this to the staff at the staff meeting yesterday.
Okay.
She thinks someone else from the outreach committee will join Philip Stoddard and myself from the Environmental Stewardship Committee, and so we've got people that will be doing a field test of the St. Thomas More version.
Okay.
Father Scott McHugh has been on board for about a month, so we're okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So
Bob, I'll reach out to you to get that tested. Okay, I'll do that directly outside of this meeting. I'll take a note to do that.
So while we're talking about parishes really quick, and Pam, we haven't forgotten your request. On the list, I reached out to St. Catherine to a lady named Annette. I don't have her last name right. Annette Robbins. And so she'll be presenting it to Father Bill John. And then I've reached out to St. Raphael's. And then I had a question on our mailing list. There is a representative from, it looks like from St. Michael's. So I need some feedback as to, do I need to reach out to that St. Michael's, to that person? Do I need to do a cold call? Can you give me some information on that,
Okay.
Josh?
Yeah. So let me just capture what you said first. I didn't go back a little bit here. I'll build this onto a slide. You said you did reach out to Annette.
Annette Robbins at St. Catherine's.
Yeah,
And what did she say?
Well, this is another thing we need to talk about. But it's not the right time at this point. But
Okay.
she is going to be, she stated that she will be talking with Father Bill Johns next week.
Okay.
But we need to problem solve about something with this. So we will bring that up in a
Okay.
little
Well,
bit
real quick,
later.
are you guys okay with this, Rosemary? Sounds like we're going past your 5.
yeah, that's perfectly fine. We would like to, Jennifer and I would like to meet with you sometime maybe in the next day or so to discuss approaches.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Even if you have time after this
After
meeting,
this.
that would be really,
Yeah,
or
let's do that.
later today.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? So, and can we save the other part of the discussion for that? Maybe Jennifer, what you were
Yes,
saying?
that would be perfect. That would be perfect. So, and I did approach St. Raphael's. I emailed Father Bavinger, and I could not. On their voicemail at their office. Yeah. So anyway, that I felt like that was the best contact at this time. It's BAVINGER.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and I've reached out to Monsignor Ingham at St. Luke.
Yeah.
And I've also made contact with another person in Immaculate Conception who's all for it, to reinforce that one.
Okay. Do you remember the name by chance?
Who I reached out to.
Yeah.
Dan Bruno.
Okay. Oh, I know. I think I know Bruno.
Oh, do you really?
Maybe. Where is he at?
Immaculate Conception.
And then was there one more? Am I missing anything on here?
That's all I reached out to this week.
Yeah, and so my only question was the one about St. Michael, the contact. Let me go back. I'm looking at that.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay, we'll talk about that later date. That sounds
good. I know St. Michael's pretty well too, so I probably know
that sounds good.
Who you've been talking to.
Right.
Okay. Awesome. So the parish confirmation is going well. I don't have anything else for communication plan though. I do know, so going back to our to-do list here, Rosemary and I talked to Margaret Brosco, and we'll move forward. We got a good idea about what to do with marketing materials. They're going to be like a Twitter icons and stuff like that, and I think we got a good move forward with that. And I already said in the last meeting, we're meeting with North Carolina Catholic, and so that's so I think we're all good there. How about the pictures to Rosemary? Did everybody get that? Probably everybody so far, right?
So Deacon Josh, you've gotten yours, and Bob has gotten his, and I finally got Bob's name right, so it actually looks like it matches him. So Pam, if
pictures,
one of the next steps for St. Francis, and obviously Jennifer and I can touch base with you outside of this meeting and really do a more thorough introduction, is that we'll need a photo. If you could go to the About page.
Yeah, and also Pam, I think Pam, maybe you're not sure about everything going on right now, but this is the page. So this is
Okay.
Greater Lent right here.
Holy crap. I'd have to put my picture in there. There's an,
Well, you don't have to.
I'm the coordinator. I'm gonna delegate.
Yeah, you can. So, in all seriousness, real quick, do you want to give her a quick rundown, Pam, or Rosemary to Pam? I don't know how much you know about this.
I know
Pam?
absolutely nothing. I didn't even realize you were with the diocese. I thought you were just some random dude from I don't know where. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, I know
So,
nothing.
Yeah, sure, I'd be happy to do that.
Rosemary, you got control, I think. I'm not sure if that,
Okay, let
does it,
me.
are you feeling control? Is it working for you?
No, I don't have it yet, actually, to tell you the truth.
Let me stop sharing my screen and maybe you could just share
Yes.
your screen. How
All
about
right,
that?
thank you.
That remote does not work. Make presenter Rosemary and then stop sharing. Yes. So you could probably talk her through this a little bit.
Yes, okay, so let me get to, okay, this one's not, okay, this one's running from my server at home, but it's the same, I have them synced, so let me go to the one. Okay, so this is a really simple program, Pam. So what people do is local parishes will sign up for a fasting level, and there's 3. It's Good Samaritan, John the Baptist, and Mary, Mother of God. The difference between them is the level of impact and the level of what you're giving up. So for example, the idea in general is that we are focusing our Lenten efforts on reducing our environmental impact by really building upon the existing fast and abstinence that is Catholic tradition in Lent anyway. So at Lent, Catholics abstain from meat on Fridays. We're taking that concept and expanding it, and really with a focus on the poor, because one of the very few things people can do as individuals to affect the climate is through our own habits, and the biggest one of them is how we eat. So it's a very simple thing we can do. We're in control, and by fasting from meat and praying for the poor, we're doing something positive for the poor who are impacted most by the climate change. In our Western world, we're not impacted as much. It's really, we're exporting the impact of this. And we're building
Yeah.
on
The background noise.
Catholic tradition by abstaining from meat.
Hold on, Rosemary.
What is the, yes.
There is some background noise, and I think it might be coming from Deacon Josh.
Yeah, I
Were you
just cut
able
my
to
mic
mute?
off.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so people basically, and Jennifer, chime in when I miss something here. People sign up for either Good Samaritan, John the Baptist, or Mary, Mother of God. And you just click here to sign up. It will take you to a Google form in the background where you just, it's your email address. And you can put your name in there or not. We don't care. We don't collect any other data other than your email address. And that's only to contact you for, hey, the program's over, hey, it's starting, and you can opt in for mail.
So if we opt into this, basically you're going to provide this webpage to us.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can on our church website, whatever.
You can
And-
link it from your church website.
Okay.
That's what St. Luke did last year.
Okay.
And what the idea really is to simply drive people to the website. Really, what we need the volunteers in the churches to do is to give Jennifer and I opportunities to introduce Greener Lent to perhaps maybe you have a Knights of Columbus, or you have an environmental group, or you have a justice group, or any groups at all. It doesn't really matter. Allow us to socialize it with groups that may be interested to get some organic growth, because of the COVID, we really can't do anything in person like we've done at St. Luke before. So
But really, this looks very self-explanatory to me.
it is. It
Mhm.
actually is.
Yeah,
So
that,
you go and you pick the fasting level and you
Yeah.
sign up with your email address, and you can sign up a family. So it's not like every single person in your family. You just put like 5 people, put your email address. We in the
and
calculation.
all the people
5.
are going to get is an email saying that's, I mean, what are they going to get besides it's over now or it started now?
So
Are they,
at the beginning, they're going to get an email that says, "Thank you for joining. You have joined with Good Samaritan," and it reviews what Good Samaritan is.
okay.
That's it, because they won't remember what they signed up for, and that's completely natural. I wouldn't either. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Then when you sign up, you can have an opt-in. Would you like weekly communications or would you not?
Okay.
It's up to you. If you opt in for weekly communications, every week we will give you an update on how your church is doing, how the program's doing in carbon equivalents, how much has been saved from the environment. And it's super short. We keep it short and sweet. The messages, or it's just short emails, says something inspirational about either the poor or fasting or something.
And
Keeping this
that
focus.
weekly email could be put on our website for everyone to see.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And if
Uh,
you opt out of the communication, and from last year, we only had 1 or 2 people opt out. Everyone wanted it.
mhm.
You just, if you opt out of communication, you get a hello at the beginning of the program and this was the results at the end of the program, and you won't hear from us the entire time.
Okay.
Totally acceptable. It's up to the person. So basically, the participate page here
Mhm.
says, can I still join? You know, if you not some people decided to join halfway through the program. They thought about it and they just couldn't decide. And yeah, you can join anytime, because really, as soon as your email address gets dropped on there, it gets pulled into the calculations for that week.
Okay.
And if you decide to change your level, that's absolutely fine. You just sign up again for a different level and it'll get pulled into the different calculations. It's all happening on the back end. These are frequently
Okay, so
asked
I see
questions.
this, what do I cook for dinner? But I don't see, will you come cook my dinner anywhere?
No, actually, I could add that. That was actually, you're so funny. We had a little pilot, and these frequently asked questions came from the pilot.
Oh,
So
that's
I actually put it out there to a number of people that were just my friends.
Mhm.
And so that was a small group. And these are what people ask out of the pilot. So this
Okay.
is the questions. We can always add more if you find more questions. Jennifer and I might have a question for Deacon Josh to add today. Anyway, these are the questions. So, and how do I bring into it? So then learn, there's a real simple learn page, because really this is authentically Catholic.
Right.
Laudato Si, if I say it correctly, is really the inspiration for it. But also
Right.
Pope John Paul II had a reflection on the environment as well. So it's really coming from our Catholic tradition. And trying to reinforce this is a Catholic Lenten tradition. There's 2 really quick, and we're talking, we're 2 minutes or less is the key. We really want to keep everything fast.
Mhm.
Of if you don't know, and this is one of the real surprises, people had no idea that what they ate had any impact on the environment at all. So
Mhm.
these really short videos explain that pretty quickly. The hidden cost of a hamburger talks about, like, the water usage and everything else.
Mhm.
There's also a World Bank report that really goes into our focus, which is on the poor. It's, it's how many additional people will be back into poverty as a result of this. And that is why we're praying. It's fast and abstinence. God hears us. We know we won't change the world by a bunch of Catholics in Raleigh doing our part, but with the prayer and the fasting, we will change. That is the part that makes the change. It's the prayer and the fasting, God hearing our prayers. And then this little article just talks about exporting harm that we are the ones using a lot of the resources and eating so well, but really other countries are among the vulnerable people in other countries are the ones that are affected by climate change. So this is just a quick educational page. I'm putting Google Analytics on it to see if anyone even goes to the page. I have my doubts. This page is recipes. I don't think I'm going to keep this page, only because it's a major pain to keep up. And there's so many recipes other places. I don't know that I actually need this. So Deacon Josh and I talked about an alternative idea that with a North Carolina bend that I might replace this with. So then the last page is our impact page. As every week from these Google Forms that people signed up, I simply pulled down the totals of each, if you're in Good Samaritan or John the Baptist or Mary Mother of God. And there's calculations that have been developed by a university, not me. I just modified them to be 40 days of Lent and put in the diets that kind of designed, you know what I mean? You just put in the right foods, out popped the calculations. I simply borrowed that work that was done by some university, cut it down to 40 days and made it specific to the diets that were in the 3 choices. So you really can't go outside those 3 choices because there's no more math. And basically it just converts it to carbon equivalents, but that didn't make much sense to people because I don't know what carbon equivalents are, you know. So then I just turned that calculation from somewhere else on. Someone had done some research to turn carbon equivalents into gas, gallons of gas, so people could understand it. So it just gets turned into gallons of gas on a car. The average American car gets 21.6 miles per gallon. So for example, last year at St. Luke, we had 78 people sign up. We saved 662.68 equivalent gallons of gas for eating less meat. So that's it. I mean, in a nutshell, so each week it gets updated, you know, as a total, and it gets put under here. And I took all this out last week, but it had at the end, I had a thing at the final. It said, thank you, blah, 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 whatever. That all came out last week, but that would go back in at the end of the year. But the weekly emails simply tell the recipient of the email how much is saved and something encouraging. And that's it. That's the totality of the entire program. It's so simple.
They're not going to get their individual savings. They're going to get the cumulative.
They will get their churches.
Okay.
And
I mean, it doesn't matter.
They could get it individually because, for example, if there's 30 people at Mary level, I take 30 times the individual equals total Mary. And then I just put it on this graph here. So you can see as the weeks of Lent progressed, together, all of us saved more and more, of course, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's it. That is it. That's all that's to it. So you go to the website, you sign up, you fast, you get these emails, you're done.
Right. I can't imagine. I mean, again, we're at the same place you are. We have a new Monsignor, whole new staff, whatever kind of thing. So I mean, I'm pretty sure Trevor's on board. So, I mean, you got an email from him today, right, Josh? Okay. So, yeah, I would, you know, I don't think you can make us yellow yet, but.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted, but yeah, so Trevor said, yeah, I think we're on board because I mean, like, there's a chance that any one of us is going to be taken off in January or February. The pastor could at any time say, you know what, I don't want to do this, you know, so, but I think on board is just like, yeah, like the staff is supporting, I'm supporting, like, obviously it's easy to take somebody off. It's not going to be that huge of a heartache, but yeah, I think we can commit. We don't need to be totally on board to be on board.
Well, and the other thing, there's not a lot of commitment as far as, I mean, there's not a lot of work for us to do, like my new committee that I don't know. We just have to say, yeah, we'll do it, and somebody has to send it to Trevor, and we're pretty much there.
I'll send you my frame email that I sent to my deacon. I think you might have saw it, Rosemary. I don't know if you looked at it, but I'll send it right now. Actually, I'll send a frame email of what I sent to my staff to say, hey, this is what it is, and then you can edit it to your purposes. I'll send it right now, actually.
Okay.
And one of the other things, Pam, is that, you know, we're in the middle of Lent, as we all know. This when kind of COVID hit,
Yeah.
and so it really, and some of the people, because for whatever reason, changed their plan that they were on, and it was seamless. And then, you know, in looking forward, it looks like we are still going to be affected by that. And
Oh, yeah.
to me, each parish is trying some way to continue to build on that sense of community. And this is just another tool for that.
Right, right. Yeah, okay, thank you. That was very helpful. Very
And so
helpful.
Pam, we're willing to explain it to your parish priest.
Okay.
You know, just sign up. Jennifer or we've explained this so often, we can probably do it in our sleep. So
Well,
it's no problem.
we just had, our committee was just formed in March, probably. One of our members put together this enormous thing for the season of creation. And I said we could rest on our laurels until that was over, but they're chomping at the bit. So I still haven't, my co-chair hasn't sent out. We're planning on a meeting very soon, but that meeting I'm planning on just us talking about how we're going to decide what to do.
Okay.
But I certainly have 3 or 4 things like this at the bottom that are coming up that we need to talk about. And I can't imagine that we won't say, hey, this is already out here all done for us. You know, it's stupid not to do it. It's not like it takes much effort on our part.
Yeah, I think what you'd have to do is there's bulletin inserts that Deacon Josh has coordinated with Margaret, who's the graphic designer.
Uh-huh.
Need someone in your parish to, whoever does those bulletin inserts, to say, hey, here's one. Really
Right.
simple things like that. And if he has a poster or something, if Deacon Josh has a poster that's created, you would need someone to say, you know, let's hang the poster or put it on an easel.
Well, everything is,
Other than that, there's really not much to do, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. And everything's virtual now anyway. I mean, there's very few. I mean, I guess we do need to think about, there are some people going to church. I'm not one of them yet, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, I know there is somebody on my committee that's going. So yeah.
Josh, I need to say that I must leave in about 10 minutes. I have another one of these.
Actually, I have to drop off too. So
Yeah, me too. I got it 2 o'clock. So.
Okay.
so
I have
So let Bob go ahead, Bob. Since you have to leave soon, why don't we let Bob go next?
a theological question. I used to think that I fasted from food and abstained from meat.
Oh,
Yep, that sounds right.
So you might want to check when you say what's your level of fasting from meat. I don't know. I would have said abstain from meat. That is really trivial, but
well, that's good, because I like that clarity. I had never. Okay.
yeah, I actually looked at that a little bit
Did
because I didn't want to get that confused either. That's not crystal. You still can fast. There's days of abstinence.
Yeah.
But you still can fast from the same thing you're abstaining from on the days of abstinence. So it's.
You can fast from water. You can fast from sex. You can fast from alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a theology person, so it may not be perfect, but I'm willing, if we have a theologian that wants to change it, I'm totally okay with that. So yeah, but that's a really good point. Yeah, and it was confusing to me too, Bob.
one thing also I would think about is let's try to coordinate when we introduce it to the parishes. That if this is going to be January 15th or something like that, or whenever we're going to actually say something in a bulletin announcement, you don't want to be too far ahead and you don't want to be too close. So we ought to on a timeline we're going to do a shakeout now to make sure that we are on board and that the program is ready to accommodate us.
Mhm.
And then we'll go quiet, I think, for a couple of months.
Mhm.
And we should have we will reappear at the beginning of Advent just to touch base. And then at the beginning of the year,
Mhm.
we'll crank out the publicity or some timeline that we can all follow.
I agree, Bob. Yeah, we have to figure that out, and that's really important, and we should do it together. I'm wholeheartedly agree with you. So as far as next steps after this meeting, Pam, do you want me to reach out to you specifically
Well, I'm on Josh's mailing list, and but yeah, send me anything you want, and I'll well, why don't you send me something for, if no other reason, so that I have your email.
Yeah,
And I want to pull you into one of our committee meetings soon.
okay. All right, I'll send you an email to make sure we exchange information. And then
Oops.
Is there a chat function on this like there is on?
Yeah.
I'm assuming Josh was talking to himself.
Oh, yeah, I had it. I'm sorry, I hit mute. So yeah, there's a chat, like a little well bubble on the top right of my screen.
I just found it. Thank you.
well, actually, I have to drop off, so I'm
Okay.
sorry, but
We'll try to meet whenever you can. You let me know when a good time for you guys is. I got another meeting this afternoon, so I'm not sure if this afternoon's good, but let me know. Monday I'm pretty clear too.
Okay.
Monday's
Rosemary and Jennifer.
Yeah,
Sure.
Monday would work for me.
All right, Jennifer, I'll send some times out that I'm available Monday. I have to check my work calendar.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Regarding the next general meeting, is it the 23rd?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
At what time?
same time. What is this? 1 o'clock? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm clear all day Monday. Rosemary and Jennifer, just send me a time and date, or send me a time.
Okay.
8
Sounds
o'clock
like a
is
plan.
good. If you want to. Okay. All right. Does anybody else? Oh, we'll let you. Whoever has to sign off. Does anybody have any questions? I'll hang out. I got another 10 minutes before my next meeting. But if you want to hang out and ask questions, I'm here. Everybody else can sign off if you want. And I'll send out a couple of things.
Okay.
Oh, good. Bye-bye.
Bye, Bob.
All right,
Good
peace.
seeing you.
I think I'll go too. I hear my husband rustling around.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
All right then. Well, we'll say goodbye as well.
All right.
Y'all have a
Bye.
good, and Josh and Rosemary, I look forward to talking with you again on Monday.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you on Monday.
All right. All right.
All right.
Take care.
I'm logging off.
All right. Bye-bye.